large contractors, whether they're roll-ups, consolidators of size, have really poor asset registration to begin with. So even before we get to any of the further intelligence that XOi or anyone else does around assets, they didn't simply have a make, model, serial number for that given customer. It's a common problem in the industry for a myriad of reasons, most of which is you have a human being on site that's on the eighth job of the day and they're tired and dirty and they just didn't get the information or they didn't get it right. So step one is, what's your asset universe? What do we have on buildings? It's a consistent theme we hear from our customers. They don't know, their customers don't know what they have in their own buildings. They got very limited, sparse data. Once you have it, you're able to pull a lot of data points off of a simple picture in our world of a data plate. So not only can I get end of life, there's over 55 million units in the United States that are 10 years or older today. That's the opportunity for contractors and customers, large and small, to be able to get that replacement work. Identifying end of life, identifying refrigerant. We have a massively changing regulatory environment. So we're moving from R22 to R410A to R32, whatever OEM may be offering. What does the reclamation refrigeration process look like? If we know what refrigeration are in those units at scale, we can replace it. That's opportunity. We also understand things like belt and filter sizes. Again, something someone outside the industry would really go, yeah, of course. We just don't have those consumables at scale. So what does that mean? I, as a large organization, can't RFP to my distribution or OEM, whoever I'm working with, to get consumable parts and pieces because I don't know what I have at scale. I can't tell you that I need 20 by 20 by 1 filters. And so those are the types of information that you need to be able to buy at scale, which is going to increase margins, to get support at scale, which is going to help margins and efficacy on site, and capital plan, which is the ability to say, hey, Mr. Customer, we did an analysis. Here's how old your equipment is. Here's how often we've seen this equipment and how it's performing. Thus, this is what we recommend for the capital plan for 2025, 2026. Customers then can buy based on data they believe in, not the selling emotion or whatever the case may be, but just, hey, this is what the data says. This is how these units perform in this area. This is the decisions you should make. In addition, ESG metrics. So more and more of our customers and customers are prioritizing green, efficient, environmentally friendly units. The average kind of HVAC energy bill spend on a commercial structure, for example, is about 37%. So that's a big part of its energy footprint. The idea of the SEC now requiring publicly traded companies to report on scope 1, scope 2, a lot of contractors don't have the capacity to figure that out. And what we've done is built something that allows you to go, hey, here's your scope 1, scope 2 compliance for ESG for you to provide to your customer alongside their capital planning, consumables planning, all of that. So all of these things are revenue drivers, efficiency drivers, kind of bottom line drivers for organizations, all in one simple, easy to use reporting format. That lifts every salesperson in the organization to have consistent reporting, consistent asset enrichment, and allow them to sell more effectively. These are the types of things that drive EV for especially these private equity backed consolidators, because they are looking at things like yield, things like return on investment, enterprise value, when they go flip that asset in 3 to 5 years. And the ability to understand in deep levels your technicians and their impact. We can hire younger, greener than anyone else. The assets and how they perform, we can sell faster, more effectively, more demonstrably than anyone else. Those are big indicators of enterprise value when it comes time for them to get that return on investment.